It took me 10 years to go from 0 subscribers to 1,000 subscribers. And in this video, I want to detail for you what that journey was like, because I know a lot of you are trying to develop your own channel or perhaps a new skill or new path in life. And I want to show you that it can take time and give you a realistic view as someone who's failed many times, made lots of mistakes, and finally got there in the end. So I hope this is going to be helpful to some of you out there. So on this chart here, we can see that my channel started in 2014. I got 4 views on my first day of YouTube, which was a fantastic day, started the journey off. It wasn't the start of my YouTube journey, but it was the start of the journey on this channel. And you can see my lifetime views, everything that I've achieved on this channel on this graph as well. But we're most interested in that start date of 2014. And to show you the day that I got 1,000 subscribers, I'm using this website called ViewStats because it gives me a little bit of a different look. And we can pinpoint the exact day that I crossed that mark. And that was May 13th of 2024. So from 2014 to 2024, quite a long time. So my journey started about 1.5 years ago, where I decided to truly give myself to YouTube and make content, because I've been dabbling in it, and I decided I want to actually do this. I've been messing around with YouTube for far longer than 10 years, upwards of 17, 18 years. Why don't I do it consistently? So that's what I tried to do. And the year that happened was in 2024, and this is the analytics for the year. Monetization wasn't reached until towards the end of the year in October. However, the subscriber count, as we saw, was earlier on in 2024, and I just started uploading a lot. Around this time, I can see this bottom video here. That was when I actually uploaded every day for 3 months. And just to show you how much volume I've put out, 533 videos. So I went for a sort of brute force approach. I tried everything. I experimented with all sorts of formats. I tried just talking about things that I like. And I was one of those people that would watch YouTube gurus. I still am to this day. I would watch channels like vidIQ, Think Media, Colin and Samir. Any channel that was suggested to me with someone saying, this is what you're doing wrong. This is how you can improve your views, how you can get subscribers. This is how you should be writing your scripts. All of those sort of things. I was consuming it. And the thing is, just to put it out there, I'm still watching those videos to this day, and I don't know why. I'm still watching videos on how to get 1,000 subscribers, even though I'm at 18,000. And I think that's just because my mindset is still in that pre-1,000 subscriber mark. Crossing that barrier, it doesn't change anything. I still feel just as lost as I did before. But there were a few things that I did right, and we're going to go through that right now. For instance, there's this one video here. Let's move that across. I took lion's mane mushrooms for 30 days, and here's what happened. So this video is, I decided I'm going to look at things that I currently do in my life and talk about it. How can I bring my skills as a videographer, as a video editor, and make something about things that I just like doing? And during this time, I was taking this supplement called Lion's Mane. I thought, why not just make a little video? It didn't really do much at the start. You can see I got a couple of 100 views, and not until it started crossing the 100-day mark, boom, it suddenly went up to 18,000 views. And for me, that was a shocking amount of views. And I can see here 131 subscribers. That was immense growth for the channel. When you're under 1,000 subscribers, 100 subs is absolutely huge. That's 1/10 of the way there, just from this video randomly picking up. Now, this didn't change the course of the channel at the time. No one sort of checked out my other videos because I was just making random videos. There wasn't a clear direction for the channel. That's something I've learned more recently, and I'm still working on to this very day. But the few videos where I put a lot of effort in and talked about a product I liked, some of them did okay. This was one of them. The very first video where I talked about a product that I liked was this one right here. It's called I've Been Drinking Huel since 2017. And Huel was a meal replacement drink. I was drinking it every day at the time. This was released in 2020, this video, during the lockdown period. And I just thought, I'm going to talk about a product I like. And people seem to resonate with it. And this one has a bit of a slower growth curve compared to that lion's mane mushrooms one. I waited 100 days and it suddenly picked up. Well, I wasn't sat there waiting, but the video was there dormant and suddenly, bang, there are views. This one has been a slow growth process throughout the whole existence of the video. Yes, it may have been picking up faster towards the beginning and petered off over the years because it's been out for years, this video. As you can see, it says the first 4 years, 336 days. So it's coming up to being 5 years old, this video. And it's been a slow growth process. And over that time, it's got me about the same subscriber count as the lion's mane mushroom video. So again, this was just a passion project, talking about something I like. People seem to like it. And at the time, I actually had a referral code. This actually gave me £10 off of the product. It didn't generate me any income, but it gave me £10 off. So I was able to have an infinite amount of £10 off on my Huel voucher. People thought that I was sponsored because I put my link in, but it was just you go on the product, I pulled a friend referral code and I just shared it on here. And hundreds of people clicked it. Eventually they banned me from it and I stopped using the product anyway. Different story. But I couldn't use that £10 code anymore. And that was quite irritating because I had hundreds of them left over. So heading into more recent times, I made this video called I've worn Vivo barefoot shoes. And I've been wearing them for 4 years at this point. And the video itself has a similar growth curve to that Huel video. And this is a video where I thought, what skills have I got? Got videography skills. I've got editing skills. So I poured that into this video. And this video is actually much more successful than it may seem. Yes, it got £13 of ad revenue, but at the around 4,000 view mark, I decided, why don't I send this to to Vivo? And I sent them the video and they liked it and they invited me to join the affiliate program. So that just meant I got a little link that I could put in the video. And if people clicked it, I would get, I think, 10% of the sale. And people did click it and people bought the shoes and it generated about £800 so far. So that is my most successful video on the channel even to this day. I've got a video of 800,000 views. It hasn't generated that much money compared to, it's getting close now, but this video is actually my most valuable video and it's only got 18,000 views. So that's something for you to think about. If you're someone with unique videography skills or editing, take that to a product you like and send it to the business. Yeah, that's just one avenue. I thought about exploring this further, but ultimately I didn't explore it too far. But this video did lead me on to getting into contact with another barefoot shoe company who sent me a pair of shoes. I reviewed them. And again, it generated, I'd say about half of what this video generated. But it did generate some income. It's one of my most valuable videos. And that was one way that I got some income from this. So that's interesting to look at. And just going back to that 2024 analytics, you can see the views. I got 150,000 views, which is very good. This time period, it says it's 201% more than I got the previous year. So a lot of growth there in the channel. 800 subscribers. So I had what would seem like 200 subscribers going into 2024. So a small channel, to say the least, but we got there in the end. We got those 1,000 subscribers. And ultimately, it came down to just a few things. Relentlessly creating, because I wanted to do it. That's the main thing. I wanted to make content, so I made content. That's the main thing that's going to carry, I think, anyone through all of this process. You have to want to make videos. Otherwise, why are you thinking about making content? But this goes through to anything. If you want to get good at an instrument, you have to enjoy the instrument. Yes, there will be periods where it feels like work and you're just grinding at it, but ultimately you're doing it to get better at the instrument, or you're learning a profession, whatever it is. It could take you 10 years to get somewhere with that. I'm not saying that I am anywhere, but I hit that ballpark of 1,000 subscribers. So if you're interested in that, that's how I did it. I just relentlessly wanted to make videos, and I still do to this day. That's the main thing if you're here for YouTube. But I think that's a lesson you can take to anywhere in life. I mean, even with the gym, I've been going to the gym for I think 7 years at this point. Some of it is just I'm just going through the motions because it's good for me. But ultimately, it started off, I enjoyed it. I like working out, and it's changed my body over those 7 years. Making content has changed my channel over the past 10 years. The next thing was experimentation. I went through periods where I decided to upload every day. I went through periods where I uploaded once a week, and I tried different formats. I tried React formats. I tried those product review formats. I tried all sorts of things. And right now my format is completely different. So just trying things, seeing what works, seeing what you enjoy. And this is one barometer that I use. If I make a video and I can sit on the toilet and watch it back, and I watch most of it, I made a good video for me. That's my barometer. If I can watch it through on the toilet, then I think it's good. If I watch it through on the toilet and I think I don't really want to continue watching this, it's probably not up to the quality that I'm looking for. So you could take that, test it for yourself. You might scroll. If you're the kind of person that scrolls on the toilet, give it a go. Watch your own video back. Yes, it might be a bit cringy at first because you're not used to listening to yourself, but once you get over that, do you enjoy listening to the video that you've made or watching it, whatever content it is? If the answer is yes, I think you're on the right lines, and you can just improve it slowly over time. And that's the other thing. It's just try and improve slowly over time. And those YouTube gurus that I talked about, I watched them. I still watch them to this day. There is valuable stuff to be taken there, but don't let it absorb your life. If you are obsessed with YouTube growth, that can be a curse in itself, because you can end up staring at the analytics, staring at statistics when there's no reason to be staring at them. But there are lessons to be learnt there. There are lessons to be learnt from any YouTube channel. There's always something interesting going on out there, and that's the way that I try to look at it. So that was my journey from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. It took me 10 years. Hopefully, you can do it faster than I did. There's many routes to this. That was my route. My route was the slow, confused approach with no direction, but I got there in the end. And I'm trying to figure it out as I go along. Hopefully, you can draw some lessons from that, from my mistakes, and take them to whatever you're doing. So, thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.